Okay, I'm going to try and make this YouTube video as quick and as simple and as important as I possibly can, even though I'm foolishly sitting here on my knees when I shouldn't be. Big shout out to the Air Force firearm guru expert, goes with the name Garand, Daddy Garand. These pants that people often use in airsoft games, combat, these pads on the knees, they're integrated into the knees. They're made by Lancer Tactical. Going up and down trying to paint things, going around roll-off blocks, makes all the difference in the world, or in and around train tracks on rocks. So you're able to go up and down like that. Okay. On the subject of headwear. This is an 8-point Marine Corps or Navy utility cover, as they call it, cover hat. On here, you should get from Harbor Freight or under brand marketing name Hyper Tough in Walmart auxiliary lights. You can see how damaged these are because I put it over the whole entire thing, including the screws when it's supposed to go around the screws, with industrial Velcro. That is held in from Weldwood contact cement, popularized way back in the day. This would have been 1962 or 3 or something like that, when Frank Morris and Clarence and John Anglin managed to escape from federal prison at Alcatraz Island in the San Francisco Bay in order to create a raft out of rubber raincoats, and used an accordion as a bellows, like that movie was comprehensive of the subject, with the main star being Clint Eastwood, along with a horror movie genre guy by the name of Michael Berryman, so on. Larry Hankin, Danny Glover, Paul Benjamin, a number of others. Enough of the trivia. This is also held in by industrial strength Velcro. On the back of here, 2-part epoxy resin is used with JB Weld. Put that on in order to get these into here as such, so that'll hold on. And then that contact cement is on the other side of the industrial Velcro. I don't know the retention rate. I'm not an expert on that. Okay, let me see. One of these lights is on. Yeah, okay. This one is ran out of juice. They don't really work that great. With precision screwdrivers you get from Harbor Freight, this costs about $4 or $5, something like that, or $6. It's actually very cheap. Not super high quality, but no matter how much money you spend on these things from a manufacturer like Weha, really not that great. So if I could get the smaller Phillips out of this, which I believe is either 0 or -2. Take this out as such. Now you got to push in to make sure you don't accidentally round it off and strip it. You don't go very far. It's all rubber and plastic. Okay, carefully get that out. Stuff like that organized so you don't lose it. One of them already busted out because I've had a considerable amount of use of it. All these things are relatively inexpensive. These are tools doing an industrial job. They're not weapons for combat. Take that out. You got this here. It'll do you no good to put dielectric grease in to protect it. Still go bad just as quick. Okay, these are the old batteries. Take these out. Just hope and pray right here and now. Even though there's some residue on that from the bad batteries, some crust. The acids, we get these on. 3 new energizers. Very careful, especially if it's the same brand, not to mix the new ones with the old ones, because you can confuse the expletive you know what out of yourself and not know which is which. You got the positive side going on the flat, negative side going into the spring. As such, 1.5 volts going to series. Now this goes back in here. These 3 dots, actually, they don't last forever. I'm going the wrong way. Okay. Get this back here. And this here. Try and find the darkest place, the least amount of light I can at the moment with my lame, horrible production quality. Okay. Does this work? Oh yeah. It's even brighter than the sides. I prefer to have these over here. Now, this here, combination of what's on an M60A1 or A3 battle tank, combined with an alleged story of an encounter with an unidentified flying object by a couple in Benny and Barney Hill on the free limited access part of what is now U.S. Highway 3 in New Hampshire. Official interpretation star map. Now let's take this and where are we at here with this? We're 6 minutes in. That's not bad. Not bad. Making pretty good time. All right. Let's see here. Okay, what are we gonna do? See, to keep that on you, like those earmuffs that are made from a manufacturer, like that Appelltor or something like that, or a headset like this here, that you may want to use, because that'll keep it on. Without it, it'll make the damn thing fall. Let's see. Let's say I go in this lame attic right here on the loft. Turn this so I don't see. Get inside here, I can't see. Here, try to get down on a tripod, 2-way, third telescoping extension on them. Click it in. Let's get down in here. Alright. That's at least a little bit better. And there's the stupid cliched phrase, now you see me, or now you see it, now you don't. Well, okay, well this is different. This is way better if you're working with not a lot, if you need quite a bit of light. And the other things don't really seem to work that well for it. Control positioning this. Oh boy. Where's it now? It's because you don't. No, it's got nothing to do with it. It's just it was bent, so it's only going to come in so good. That's terrible. You can still see me. Now you see it, now you don't. No. You didn't see it, now you do. See, it's probably so bright, you're probably not even seeing my face because these things are so bright. They'll go for quite a number of hours with good AAA batteries. Not AAA. See, I'm doing dumb things to make it look purple, just like these fins. Not UDT seal. It's Mombach Stott. Say from all the way back here. That could be well seen. And if you're going and you're doing some kind of work and it stays on you, in particular in my case, industrial painting. Alright, enough of that. Okay, now let's shut that off and shut these off. Okay, making that comparison earlier. Alright, we got here. Computer, just go right up here. Let's see here. No, not the Rubbles on Flintstones. Betty and Barney Hill incident. Zeta Reticuli. Zeta 1, Zeta 2, to where they believe they came from. Let's try and get this. Or Reticuli incident. Interpretation of what they say they saw. These are the people talking about from 1961 from New Hampshire. This is what they allege that they say that they saw. When they told the story, they had on these hats that are like this 8-point Marine Corps or U.S. Navy utility cover that are modified to go. This is, I keep saying that, it's not made for combat, it's made for industrial work. Now, let me try to go in here, right? Go back to YouTube and go to the 1979 Brandon Chase documentary. UFOs are real. 1979 Brandon Chase. You'd add more search engines to get it. This is annoying, so it's not that easy to get to. That's terrible. So, not as easy to access. Okay, 5 months ago this person put this in here. And that music, I'll explain that in a little while too. Now, let's fast forward to Betty Hill.
Our watches had stopped functioning.
Forward.
Simon, Dr. Sutton would induce or a clip of
where are we at with this?
I was in a panic. They just held me.
After Mrs. Hill's examination by the aliens,
They said that they had, like I said, the point being with that, alright, they said they had hats on, similar to what I'm wearing now. I don't know exactly how that worked. Alright, now let's get to the other important things. The very important ones at that. This is what's in my LinkedIn page about unconventional ergonomics. Where are we at with time? 12 minutes. Still making good time. See, there's all the food I'm preparing with the other video that I made a while back. Akhbar, AKHPLAR. Anti-Karashi hypothetical plan response. Let's not get too Asperger's syndrome-ish and get too far off topic here. Alright. Sorry, I don't have that stupid, ridiculous purple costume that I wear. Like I said, my production is kind of lame if you can put up with it. Now, if you have a mid-grip VSR drill, you got this here. Okay, let's rotate this down to see me better again in the basement. That's what this is here. Got a extension. Okay, you can take this, get a via variable speed reversible drill, cordless, quarter otherwise. See how inaccurate these holes are. But even though I did this, I can adjust it exactly where I do or don't want it. Now on this, there's industrial urethane paint that's stuck here. You get that off. Two things with that. Okay. Now, this is aircraft remover, methylchlorine. This is poisonous. I assume no responsibility if someone does something stupid with it. There are clear instructions on it. It says don't use an aircraft. Kind of dumb. It doesn't actually activate until it has had contact with oxygen by opening it up. Very much like the JB Weld. And that'll make a real mess too if you're not careful with that. Now, these are not good enough gloves. It took forever to get these hardy Harbor Freight brand gloves, 9mm thickness, nitrile, size large. Greatest gloves in the world don't mean boop beans if they don't fit you. they gotta fit you. They must fit you. Okay? If they're a little bit too big, you'll still be able to function. If they're too small, that's harmful. Okay? Don't use what I'm using. Please do as I say, not as I do. That's dangerous. This stuff is poisonous. I swear to you. You take this and you put that to your nose, man, and you inhale that, you could permanently damage your nasal passages, cause all kinds of problems. It's weird. Very bad. Use these towels, try to clean it, and dispose of it in a safe place. I'll get this here. I'll try and put this over this wash basin. Put the camera pointing that way. I got little terrible editing or no editing at all. So, you want to try and put this here. That comment I made on Dr. Rashad Richey's YouTube channel, Indisputable, that I swear to him, to the rest of the world, to anybody that's got the patience to watch, I'll try as hard as I can to show them. It does not cost anyone anything. When he had his segment, he calls Welcome to the Bullpen. He's talking about student loan debt. Nobody is in debt to me for anything. It's I who am selfish if I don't try to help the rest of the world do these things. Now let me take a look at the sink and make sure it's actually catching me. Yeah, it is. It is. Aim it up a little bit. There you go. Alright. Try to get this open. Extremely effective. Different paints of different amounts have different effects. Let's take this hat off. Get this out of here. Put this on. Stuff's bad, man. Harmful. Yeah, right now. Very powerful. See how dirty this is. See if you just put it on a towel first. Oftentimes with anything. That's why it's not just the do-it-yourself YouTubers and the tool fanatics like Red Bear did the tools. Just as important as him are those moderators they have in there. People like people like Frank Landgraff, Frank Blanche. Listen to them very carefully when they try to explain these things. PPE is called personal protective equipment. I'm terrible at that. Rub this up and down like this, a minute or two. Okay, when it gets, eventually these things get stuck, all right, and they don't move at all. You see, I shouldn't even be doing this like this. At least I got some gloves. You can see the paint coming right off. Different paint will have different amounts. In a later video, I'll explain about the catalysts that you can't get in a spray can. And that's just 5 things that ruin a job with a spray can. It's in a colloid, as it's called in chemistry and biology. You got to shake it up in order to get it mixed. You can't maintain the pressure. It's pre-pressurized. Last time we used to aircraft, and the 2 things you can control: your area conditions around you. Stuff smells really, really bad because it is bad, but it works real good. So get that on there as such. Okay. Try and get a little water. Alright, cap on here. It takes a couple minutes to do. Okay. Got a lot of it off. A lot off. Worst case scenario, you get very fine good sandpaper. Take care of the remaining amount of it. See how much of an effect that's already having. That stir shield, duster paint goes on garbage compactors and trucks. Just get a little bit more of this. Hopefully we won't need more. Drop of it. Very careful, clean it all up. I should really be using a brush in order to do this. Just go over, quickly get myself some thin sandpaper, 20 grit. Okay, this is 400 grit. This is stuff I use in smudge bunching videos, even though that takes forever. And you could also use the other parts of that process in order to polish it to get it down. As long as you don't deform it and deshape it too much. Okay. This is far from perfect, but it'll work for now. Just got to make sure that it's clean and dry. Okay. Now this might stick. It should go easier, but it might not. I'll try and go in and out with it. Goes in and out real easy. That's beautiful. Okay. Now I'm going to show you what we do next with this. Last but not least, not sure what I did with the other squeeze bottle. No, this here. Okay. This is hops with an E at the end, Formula 9 gun bore cleaner. This is intended for the mechanical workings of a firearm. Okay, this stuff has lead in it. This is also poisonous. That has to be handled with care. That should never be left open. But, you know something? I'll tell you this right now, it's really good for use on locks. It's not like that crap, it's not like that cigarette lighter junk with the aerosol that you push in there, dries out on purpose, so that you keep on going back and buying more of it. Take this, you only need a little bit, okay? You don't need a lot. Put this on here, put this cap, back of the aircraft cleaner, clean that up after that's done. Take a little bit of this, that's all you need. Put that on there, and you get this on, like this. Okay, now it's making more of a mess. Damn. Good, that'll work. Fast that'll go. Real quick. Excellent. Too much. Only needed a drop. Didn't you need all that? One container of that in that size, that'll last you a really long amount of time for all kinds of industrial things. Down there, wow, you don't need a lot of that. Okay, that's set up. Okay, now I'm going to try and show what main purpose we use this for. That on there. Take these gloves out, get them in the sink. Put this stuff out, I'll clean that after and immediately thereafter. That here. Another thing, I didn't realize how poisonous solid lead really truly is. And we're only up to 24 minutes, so actually doing pretty good in this video in time. And my main purpose, can I go up a little? See how wide I can get with it. About, say, up to here. Bottom part from over there. That's about down here and close enough. You got this here, right? Put this in here, okay? And this goes on here. This is coming in and out. Now, with all these sagol knit. Sagol is Hebrew for purple. Like when I say sagolize something, that's just a cornball, you know what term for saying a term purple. And be sarcastic. Wow, imagine that. Look at that boss. I don't even do anything stupid to make it look purple either. Okay. Now, You have tray liners. These are expensive. And you have your 9-inch tray. You never know what you're going to find in the garbage. There's nothing wrong with this. And some fool threw it in the garbage. And it was latex paint. It's all dried. You're careful. You can even use this again even if you don't use the liners. So when you're doing that, you get 3 of these at a time at Home Depot. Even with the prices that have gone up in a bad economy. Okay. Take that off that tape. Get a phone call. Not right now. Okay. Not right this second. This goes in here. You go down with that like this. And down. Bring this up and down with it and around, and adjust at different points. Go down here again like that, up like this. I promise you, I guarantee you, that if you make yourself sick, right, taking this here inside of a garbage container with a curve in it on some kind of house, up and down and in and around, it'll take you forever to do it. You could injure your wrists, your hands, your fingers, your metacarpals. Make you sick doing that. And let's see, one more thing, hopefully I didn't lose. So hurry up and check, and then call my employer back, so I don't want to get in trouble for that. Okay, hurry up. Up to 28 minutes, almost a half hour. That squeegee, I'm not sure where I put it down. There it is. There it is. Okay. Last but not least, I could sum this up in a half hour and not make this into a boring tirade about bragging about how well that I prepare windows in the rain. This is here with the Dremel motor tool. Able to get in here with a worm gear hose clamp. Easy to drill in that in there, so that could be adjusted the right size. And you can put this inside of here. You could use that to clean your windows in a rush, like this. Perhaps go all the way across, or short on both sides. I showed about that scaffold earlier. If you're in an emergency and you've got this with you. Some guy that I was working for in refuse collection, garbage disposal, sanitation work, his dear wife, had put some of the video about people throwing eggs and trying to rob them on the road. You're going down there like this, okay? You got that down there. You can't get out of that. If you get this here, like that, with one hand, if you're careful, that lubricated, you can take this here, pull right up, and get all kinds of debris off like that. Hold it, press your hand on the button, let it down, quick it up, done. Like that. That simple. Okay, so that's almost exactly a half hour, slightly under. Let's make sure we got light. Thank you for watching if you sat through it all that time. Ben Piscopo, by going by the goofy alias Hiram Biffidum, a deliberate play on words, like Hiram Abiff from Freemasonry. If you like this video, hopefully subscribe. Please click like on it, or dislike if you don't like it. Please don't flag it, because I don't believe there was anything vulgar or inappropriate here. And don't bother supporting me on Patreon, because there's no Patreon account. This is all free. No one has to pay me a red cent for any of this. Just like I said near the beginning of the video, I was downstairs in the basement over the washing machine. Dr. Rashad Richey at Indisputable On his segment he calls the bullpen, once again, about student loans and tuition. People are struggling. And like I said in those comments, anything that I could learn and pass on to anybody else and show them, I swear, like right now, I will try as hard as I can to show anyone who has the patience to watch and listen. Remember, the only thing that limits you is your imagination. That's why I'm wearing this goofy wannabe Army physical training shirt that, again, I keep repeating it over and over again. The German word for city, spelled in Hebrew, Shin tight Aleph Dalet tight. Special tools and definitive techniques. Pronounced Stat. I don't believe there's any other clown like me going around putting an umlaut hyphen over a shin bet symbol. Thank you, and hopefully there'll be more videos. Thanks.